Hey guys, I'm continuing to show my trading using the Divergence Bomber Strategy. Let me remind you, this is an indicator that looks for divergences between the price chart and the MACD indicator. It shows signals for when to open trades and when to close them. I also use a special utility that helps me trade based on these signals. So I open a trade and then the utility closes it according to certain conditions. So of course there are new trades because the indicator gives several new signals almost every day. The latest signals, for example, appeared here at the reversal level on the New Zealand dollar versus Canadian dollar currency pair. Here is this currency pair. We enter the sell position. The take profit level is set here, although it is of course adaptive, and the utility shifts it according to the price movements and depending on market volatility. If you go through different currency pairs, you can see where real trades took place. There were quite a lot of them. There are divergences. I traded here. There was a sell signal here. For example, there was a signal here, somewhere around here for a buy, and here for a buy as well. So in general, trading is ongoing. Right now, there is $123 of profit in the trading account. It's not a lot, but I started trading with the minimum lot size, that is 0.01. If I had a trading lot size of exactly 0.1 sitting within my trading account, then you would see that there would already be a total of 1,200 here. That's it. But as I said, you should always start small. See how the system works with the minimum trading lot. If everything is okay, if the system is working, if you are managing well, then of course you increase the trading lot and keep trading until your trading account grows to a huge size, so that it feels good to touch, to withdraw the money, to spend it on your dreams. So right now there is 1,823 USD in the account. I've already increased the trading lot because the account has grown. Plus I added a little more money there. I've set the lot size to this, 0.02. And accordingly, in the next reporting period, I'll earn more. And accordingly, the account will keep growing. I will continue to increase the size of my capital. Right now, my risk size is approximately every 0.01 lot per 900 USD of capital. Take a look. Let's keep looking. So for some trades, there are drawdowns. For example, with USD. Here, I made a sell trade. The quotes didn't immediately move in the direction of this trade, and they're just hovering here, staying around this level. But it's possible this will be a reversal. The divergence is still indicating it. They should drop to the take profit level. The utility is set up in such a way that if the take profit level moves along with the market and the market rises, causing it to shift into the negative zone, then the utility will set the take profit at the 4th level, or even at the 5th level. Or maybe by that time we'll reach the stop loss order. That is, the utility will automatically manage these trades. So if you use this system, your task is not to monitor every trade, not to pray, not to draw any support or resistance levels here. You don't need any of that. You just need to be attentive so you don't miss the Divergence Bomber indicator signals. Once you get a signal, you make a sell trade. Let's say the indicator showed it here, right here. You made the trade. The utility will close it at the first opportunity at a profitable level. If it simply can't close at a profit, the utility can also choose to close it at a loss even well before the price reaches the designated stop loss level. Now, why exactly is the stop loss set quite far from the current trade? Well, because as you can clearly see, the market is extremely volatile right now. It moves in these kinds of unpredictable and sharp jumps all the time. For example, if we had received a sell signal here, somewhere around here, and our stop loss was set somewhere here, quite close by, then during this movement, we would have lost that order. It would have been closed by the stop loss, even though later on there was a strong downward wave. There are all sorts of situations. Let's say the market simply won't adjust to you. You have to adjust to the market. Here you can see that I made averaging trades based on the signals from this indicator, because it first gave one signal, then a second signal, and I placed 2 orders which eventually closed at take profit. If I had a buy trade here with a stop loss placed somewhere around here, it would have been triggered. I would have taken a loss, even though in reality the price went up and I made a profit. So that's why the stop loss is set quite far away. Let me open it now. That's why the stop loss is set quite far from the market entry level, because it's better for us to wait out these volatile swings up and down and wait until the quotes move properly in the direction of the signal, rather than closing the stop loss at the very first breath of the market when the quotes suddenly jerk in the opposite direction. We are not going to do scalping. This is a system for those who prefer thoughtful, positional and patient trading. Sometimes these are intraday trades, and sometimes trades go beyond a single day. A position can stay in the market for several days. But what difference does it make if I end up making a profit from it? Let it hang there for even a week. As long as it's profitable, I'm willing to be patient and accept the idea that I have an open trade. You understand, right? I think many of you would agree with me. There's no need to close trades prematurely. In the worst case, it will close at a loss. In the worst case, there aren't many such losses. Over the past month, I haven't had a single stop loss triggered. All trades were closed either with a small adaptive stop loss or with a profit. So that's how this system works. As for other open trades, let me take a look to show you more. I still have the pound against the Canadian dollar, yes. I showed you that one, right? No. Here, we're moving downwards. I think here we can already see a downward movement. A reversal occurred at the top and we're heading down. Here, I think even with a very small drawdown, there's nothing to be afraid of. What else do we have? The New Zealand dollar against the Canadian dollar. I showed you this trade. Here, the overall movement is upward, but we are at the top of the price channel. And of course, we can see that these waves will close this trade at take profit here. What else do we have? Euro against the Canadian dollar. Here it is. Here I had, by the way, I really wanted to take a moment to draw your attention to the fact that averaging down is a big evil in this business. It is a dangerous trap that many fall into. And sometimes, just like any other trader out there, I find that I don't always follow my own rules and I end up doing some truly crazy crap on my account that I probably shouldn't be doing. It's a constant struggle to stay disciplined when the market gets volatile and emotions start to take over your decision-making process. And then, when I first started trading based specifically on this indicator's signals, I thought to myself, well, I really need to get rich much faster so that my account balance grows very quickly. And on this particular currency pair, just like a total fool, I decided to average down my position right after this unsuccessful initial buy trade. I was hoping for a quick recovery. Look, the quotes almost reached this trade. So if I had averaged down with one additional signal here, then overall they would have closed in profit. So there's no need to rush and pile on additional averaging trades. But thank God the market turned upward, because if it had started moving down, I don't know how many averaging trades I would have had to add to reach a profit. And if the indicator shows a second buy trade and there was already one buy trade here, then overall, most likely with about 95% accuracy, you will get a profit. But in those 5% of cases, there might be a loss. But a loss in 5% of cases is a very small probability. So go ahead and trade based on the indicator's additional signals. Nothing bad will happen, but under no circumstances should you average down like I did, because I just got lucky here. Overall, I closed with a profit, some kind of profit, damn, like $2, but I was risking there was already a drawdown of $15 or $20 or even $30. So in this way, I specifically wanted to show you and draw your attention to the fact that I am not a super pro at trading. Actually, especially when it comes to manual trading. And why am I not a super pro? That is because, just like every other trader out there, I also find that I simply can't fully manage or control my own internal emotions and that deep sense of anxiety that often comes with the job. It is a constant struggle for me, just as it is for everyone else in this field. That is, when I see that the market is about to reverse, and here I saw that it started to turn around, I added another trade. Then I added a trade at this reversal, then at this one, but the quotes kept going down. I reversed my position here as well. Then I saw that there was still another reversal. I added another trade here, closed everything with a total profit, crossed myself for a long time, and thanked the Almighty that everything turned in my favor. But as you know, things could have gone differently. I could have just ruined my account, lost my deposit, and that would have been very unfortunate. So just trade according to the indicator signals. If there are additional signals, trade according to the additional ones. Don't pay attention when the indicator gives signals to close. The utilities handle everything. If you are using a special utility for trade management, this way, in most cases, your trades will close with profits, and in 5% of cases with losses, but the profits will always outweigh the losses. Alright guys, let's keep trading. See you in the next video.